Right, welcome back everybody. Today you join me on this last video of this Ford Mondeo ST220 before it goes up for sale. So what we're doing today is we're just going to be giving it a bit of a wash and a clean, going inside, giving the interior a bit of a clean and a polish, and getting it ready for sale basically. So half of this video, hopefully it should be nice and clean so we can get some pictures of it and stick it online for sale. So what we'll be starting with is a snow foam, and then I've got myself a nice warm bucket of the Auto Finesse. This is the car shampoo, lavers. So I do have a few other products in my arsenal, Auto Finesse and Mad Cow, and just some of the brands like that. I'm not a detailer valeter, I'm just a do-it-yourselfer at home. So don't shoot me down. I haven't got the 2-bucket method. I broke one of every bucket, so I'm only using 1 bucket. I say it's just making this car look presentable to get it up for sale and get some nice pictures of it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stick on a bit of time lapse. It's going to be a bit of a time-lapsey video, this one, not much talking, as I say, because I'm going to be getting on washing the car and doing some stuff, but I will bring you in through different processes and just to show you where we're at. So let's get started with this snow foam. Right, so as you see in that little bit of time that's there, I've put the snow foam on, and while I let that dwell for 5 minutes or so, I actually go around with my little brush and I go around all in the seams, in between the rubbers, all around the mirrors, all around the grills and all around the badges. Basically go around all the little nooks and crannies just with my brush, just to get anything out of there, because sometimes that does get left behind and you do get a bit of like moss or algae just growing on everything. So get yourself a nice little soft brush. Just go around, even in your roof runners, just get it in there, just like that. Just while that's dwelling, what we're going to do now is get the spray gun. I have a little quick release handheld one that you can just, I won't pull it off now because water will come out, but you just pull that down. It's a bit like an airline compressor fitment, and you can change your gun about to different attachments. So quite a little good thing. This, I'm using it on the Karcher K2 pressure washer. So it's a good little bit of kit. I'll just put this on. And you haven't got to have a long nozzle then, so I quite like these little things. And you get a good power on that. So I'm just going to give the car a rinse down now, and I'll come back to you. Right, so coming around the car now, as you can see with just that snow foam, the car has come up really nice. I mean, I could get away without doing nothing else to this, but there'll still be some surface stuff on there that you need to get attacking with your hand, your mitt or your sponge, whatever you use. But yeah, it's come up really nice. So it is just worth taking that extra 5 minutes just to get your brush out and go right round the vehicle, right round your lights, getting all these little creases here, because you'll be surprised how much stuff actually gets collected in them. But I'm going to hit it now with my Auto Finesse car shampoo, just with my little wash mitt I've got. And once we've done that, we'll have another look at the car. Right, when I tend to wash a car, I normally start from the roof. So that way we start from the top and bring everything down the bottom to the car. So as I say, I've just got myself one of these cheap mitts here. Don't be frightened, get a load of plenty of water on there. It smells good, this car shampoo. It's strawberry flavour. Not many soap suds to it though. I just come around this other side. Now, I can't remember the last time I washed this actually. It's probably, well, I didn't wash it actually. I took it somewhere probably about 8 weeks ago. 9 weeks ago. So yeah, I say I normally start at the top, and then what I'll do is I'll rinse the top half down so we're not getting all these soap suds dry on the vehicle, and then I attack the bottom half then. So normally from the bottom of the windows I do as one half, and from the windows up as I do as another half. So it's a bit like a two-stage thing really. And where I park this car on my dad's drive, it does actually get covered in dust quite a bit, so I should say by later on this car will be covered again in dust, but I wanted to get some nice pictures of it so we can get it advertised for sale then. So what I'm going to do now, I've just done above the windows, just quickly rinse that down, top half of the car. Alright then, so I'm just going to give this a bit of a attack on this side now. Right, so that's the car fully washed now, rinsed off. I've just got myself one of these drying towels. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this a dry up now. I did also do the wheels off the camera as well, so I will show you the wheels because the wheels could do with a bit of refurb, a couple of them. So let me get this dried off and then we'll have a look at them wheels. So this, I literally just put the towel on, drag it across, and all that water collects in that towel. One big sweep and that roof is pretty much dry now. So same again, just drag that across all the way down the back window, and that's that window dry. So just all the way across. So I mean, you can't really spend a lot of money on these drying towels. This one's probably about a £20 one, I think. This comes from Auto Finesse again, so but I've had this a long while, this one, so could probably do with changing because it doesn't dry like it used to dry. Literally just do that, no effort at all in drying the car with these. Follow it, let it stick to the car. Just getting your creases. And that's pretty much the car dry now. So what I do sometimes, I ain't got it today so I can't show you, but I have a little handheld DeWalt battery leaf blower, and what I do is I normally blow that in all the creases, all around there, all around the mirror because they tend to drop water, and all around the handles, in your filler cap. Just blow it, get all that water out so you don't eliminates a lot of the run marks you get on the vehicle. So pretty much the outside is done. I do also have little aircon bombs, they call them, aircon refresh. So I got this I got it given to me at a car show, I think. I've got a couple of them, I've used one, and what you actually do is it's an antibacterial cleaner for the aircon system, and it's a lemon scented one, so quite good. These, they do clean your aircons out. What you do is you have your car running, you put your aircon on max, you put the car on recirculating on the inside. I'll show you that when we come to do it, and you just take your lid off and you push that cap down, and it's a bit like a gas grenade sort of thing where it'll just sit there and it'll just release all the gases in that, and then that goes around the car through the aircon system, cleans it, kills any bacteria in there, and makes it nice smell of lemon as well. So we'll do that when we come to doing the insides. Well, let me just take you for a quick look around the car now. So as you see, it's looking very nice as it stands, but this is what I want to show you with the wheels look. The wheels come up really nice. This wheel I actually refurbished The inside bits, the dark grey, they're actually perfect, but the other wheels, all this polished bit is all pitted. It's not pitted, it's just flaked. The lacquer's flaked and it looks terrible. So you look how good that one is now. And what I've done with that is I took it back with a, I can't remember, you'd have to look at the video now. I think it was maybe, we took it back with an 80, and then we went to a 320 and maybe a 500, and then we went up to 1,000 or 1,500, I can't remember. Sanded it down with all them in them stages, and then we put some metal polish on it, got that nice shine back, and then we lacquered it with a 2K lacquer. And as you can see, that's lovely, that is. But you come and look at this one, and that's terrible. You can see all the lacquer peel on there. I mean, it's not a big job to do them. I should have done them all really, but it was last winter when I done it, and I just didn't fancy working out in the shed doing this sort of stuff. So it does let it down. That's probably the biggest letdown on the car, is these wheels, to be fair. But you've just seen what I've done on the front wheel, what can be achieved. This front wheel did look like this one, and this is the finish we got, and that's fantastic. Look at that finish, perfect mirror finish on that. And the other two on this side, that one I just showed you was the worst wheel, I believe. This one does have a bit of a lacquer peel. Nowhere as bad as that other rear one. And again, this one I did do, but it has been hit on a curb again, so it has gone there. But it's really easy to get the achievement on that. It'll probably take you, I don't know, it's about an hour's labour on each wheel from start to finish, really. You could have them done in a day, but yeah, it's a nice looking car for the age. I've got the ST220 badge to go back on the boot there. That's in the glove box, so I need to stick that back on. It is missing the jacking point covers, which is a common thing for these Mondeos. Really is common. I think if you look at my dad's one over there as well, they're missing on that as well. So I mean, they are readily available on eBay. I've just never been bothered by it really, because you can't really notice them that they're missing. Oh, in fact, I've got a front one on there, so that one is on there still. I've never took much notice, to be honest with you, because you can't really notice. So coming into the car now, as you can see, I've just took the mats out, but the interior is pretty clean in here. There's not a lot of work to do in here since it was last valeted out. The seats are good. It has a little bit of wear there, hasn't gone through, just a standard bit of bolster wear. They are the Recaros in these cars. Again, the seats are right back because I'm going to sort the front out, but as you can see, really nice clean interior in this car. No interior damage to the leather. All the door cards, no rips on these door cards anyway. Really nice looking car. All factory standard inside. Standard Sony stereo player in there. There is a little mark on there, I've just noticed. Nothing to write home about. That does open up for a bit of storage. So what I'm going to do, come in now with the end remover. I don't know if you can see there, but that carpet is really good carpet, no wear at all in that. It's a lovely thick carpet, and as you can see, we've got quite a bit of paperwork in here. I'm not sure what's in here, to be fair, but we've got a bit in here. Previous MOT that's just been done, as it says there about the rear discs and the pads on the rear there. They've been changed. Last video on the channel was them, so if you want to look back you can see that they've been done. So we've got an MOT now till the 27th of the 9th next year, so still got just over 11.5 months MOT on it. So say this was only done last week, I think it was. So yeah, So there's a bit of paperwork in here, and I think I've still got a bit of paperwork at home as well. So I'm not sure what's in there, to be honest with you. Previous MOT certificates. So yep, there's the badge there for the boot. I will try and remember to stick that on before the auction ends. Locking wheel nuts in here. So there's all the paperwork in there. I say the logbook's at home for it. So I'm going to go now over that other side, get the front mats in, we'll do the dashboards and all that, and then we'll move into the back and we'll just work our way to the back of the vehicle. Right then everyone, this is as far as I'm going with the car now. I've had my mate Henry out here, and as you can see, I've given it a nice scrub up there. So that's the boot all wrapped up with. There's only one last thing I'm going to do, and that is do that air freshener, aircon bomb, and then that will be the car done. As you can see, I've given the whole levers a nice treat. All come up lovely, fantastic. All the door cards, beautiful. Same again, front door cards, wonderful. So what we're going to do, we'll just start the engine, make sure we're out of gear. Right, so ignition's on. As you can see, the mileage of the car is 105,672, so it ain't really going to go up from that. I say I'm just going to run to the garage after this and put a bit of petrol in it, so it'll still be on 105, say 105,700. So you can see we've got nothing in there at all, so I will whack a tenner in. We've got 35 miles on the range, as you can see there. So I'm just going to start it up. As you can see, we've got no warning lights. All we've got is I've got the driver's door open and the handbrake, and obviously we've got the fuel light on as well. So coming across here, you want to put your air conditioning on, and it's going to get a bit noisy on the microphone now because I've got to have it on full blast. So I'll run through what I'm going to do. All the vents are open. We're going to put the aircon on. We get our gas bottle ready. So I'll hit that AC button, and you must make sure you have it on recirculate. So what that does is that closes the outside vents, I believe, and that just circulates the air that's in the vehicle. So it's only going to circulate what air's in this cabin. So once that's going off, that is just going to be getting circulated through the aircon system. So let's turn it on now. So push that, we'll put it on recirculate, as you can see there. And I'm going to whack the fans right up now. It's going to get noisy on the headset. All windows are shut. As you can see, just push that down now. It locks itself down. Get out and shut your door. Now, I don't know what you can see there. So that's going to just burst now till that can's empty. It'll take a couple of minutes to empty that can. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll come back to you once that's fully done, and we'll have one last look at the car, and then it'll be parked away ready for sale then. Right then guys, that's been about 6 or 7 minutes. It's stopped blowing now. Oh, I can smell the lemon already hitting me. So I'm just going to turn this off so we can sit in the car and you'll hear me. So I'll just switch that off now, and that's done a good job. It smells fantastic in here, lovely and lemony. So as you can see, the car sits lovely at temperature there, just under the 90, under halfway. And we do need to get some juice in here, but as you can see, it revs lovely, sounds wonderful. Got a lovely sound there from that engine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to head to the petrol garage, put a bit of fuel in it. Right guys, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride to go get some fuel. Why not, eh? So this will be Nice little ride for you, so you can see how the car performs. It has no issues. So as I say, this hasn't been out for just over a week, 2 weeks since it had its MOT, and it's going on alright. You see it pulls lovely. It's a good job the petrol garage ain't too far from my house. You can still smell that lemon smell. It smells lovely and fresh in here. As you see, lovely and quiet and smooth. Lovely sound with that air filter on. So it's K&N air filter on here. That did come with the vehicle, but I have originally, I think I've got a spare air box for it because I bought a load of car parts, and I think there is a Mondeo air box in there, so that can come in the sale if anyone watching this video does want it. So here we are at the garage already. Just going to pull in here. Put a bit of petrol in and I'll be back with you. Right then, so we're back on the road now, and what I think I'm going to do while I'm out and about, I think I'm just going to find a nice little spot just to pull up and take a few photos of it, and that'll make some nice pictures for a listing then. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you when we're back at the house. Right everyone, thanks very much for watching today. We're back home now, done pretty much everything that I want to on this car now. It's had its final wash and valet, so it's going to be going up for sale. If I've listed it before this video goes up, I will drop the link down below for the listing, but if not, it'll probably be on eBay. It's probably going to go up for 2595, but I'll be willing to listen to offers on it as well. So it is cheap for one of these. They say they're going for 3.5 grand plus. You can pick up one with troubles and issues for about 2.5 grand, which is the price I'm selling this at, but there's no known issues with this. As you see, it's just gone through a 12 months MOT. There's videos previously on the vehicle. It has had a full service within the last 5,000 miles. Just had the rear discs and pads done last week. It has had the front discs and pads done in my ownership, again within the last 5,000 miles. I've had this vehicle for about, I think it's coming up to about 2.5 years now, and that is the mileage I've put on it. I bought it, I think, bang on 100k, and I've put it up to 105, so not done a lot of miles. It is just taking up valuable space now. If I could park it up somewhere, I would, but we need the space, so something's got to give, and I'm afraid it's got to be this. So we've got too many other projects on the go, and it's a matter of having storage as well. So if anyone is seriously interested, I've had a few people say they're interested, and they've actually been in contact with me on the phone, talking to me, asking me questions about the vehicle, saying they're going to be coming on this day, and that day comes and you don't hear nothing from them. So that's the end of the ST220 for the channel. So until next time, we'll see you about.